Christina Aguilera on Magic in 24 minutes from now. It'll be 9 o'clock. It's a good-looking morning out there for a Tuesday. Lots of sunshine and big blue skies, and it's not Monday anymore. Mike Barrett for a weekly chat we call Good Policies with Barrett Insurance. Mike, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Mike,
good morning.
Mike, you and I almost have twin coffee cups. We always mention that.
Yeah. No, they are twin coffee cups, except yours has a logo on it. Mine's a white label. Mine has no logo.
Two things I want to touch on, okay? One of them, this is going to be hard.
All right. Be careful.
I'm going to. I was really sad to hear that we lost a real good man just before the weekend here that you guys have been working with. If we could just take a moment.
And full disclosure, we weren't working with him, but we know his family very well.
Weeza. Alan Sanderson sadly lost his battle to cancer. We've been talking about him lately. I just want to let the friends and family know what we're thinking of.
Yeah, Louisa, Sam, Pam, the whole crew. Our thoughts, our prayers, every part of our being is with you with the family during this difficult time.
Yep.
Words cannot express losing somebody to such a horrible disease at such a young age. So we're with you.
Yep, our hearts are with you. Prayers every day still for the entire Sanderson family. The reason we mention that because Mike, with a whole bunch of great folks, have started up a new organization here, the Northeast Kingdom Cancer Action Network. So we did that. Now we're going to go to the absolute opposite side of the coin.
Complete turnaround, I guess, right? Yeah.
Another member of your team, Wes Ward, is celebrating his birthday today.
Yeah. Wes Ward. You don't look a day over 30, sir.
He doesn't.
Hopefully that helps me when it's time for my summer tire changeover. The compliment discount.
When he tells us how old he is, I still can't believe it. So
I know, 95. I never would have. He has the same genes as Dick Van Dyke, doesn't he? He must, right?
And we're not talking Levi's. Anyways, all right, something we haven't talked about in the world of insurance a lot, because a lot of people, they don't really understand its importance, but using one of our topics coming in here, life insurance, we haven't talked a lot about.
That's true. It's been a while.
So let's fire it up.
So life insurance is kind of the easy to forget line of insurance, right? And here's why. Let's break it down to the fundamentals. You get auto insurance because the state of Vermont requires you to. You get homeowners insurance because your mortgagee requires you to. You get business insurance because there's probably lenders involved in that as well. But, if you think about it, the primary motivating factor for obtaining insurance of most kinds is because you gotta. Right? Not because you should, which you should, but because you think you have to. Life insurance, there's nobody telling you have to do that. Although there are certain circumstances where maybe a business or somebody's taking a loan out or a mortgage where you want to have some kind of a life protection through that. But that's kind of a different ball of wax. When it comes to life insurance, it's about you having choices. It's about you picking what makes the most sense for you. The three most common life insurance policies are whole life. A whole life is going to cover you from the day you purchase that policy to the day you pass away or turn 109, depending on the company. And that's going to have a cash growth mechanism in it as a whole life. There'll be an opportunity to see some cash accumulation through that policy. Then if you're a little late to the party, and whole life makes a lot more sense for the younger generation, young and healthy. You're never healthier than when you're young is usually the rule. But then we go to the other one, which is a term policy. A term policy, you buy it, and it's for a certain amount of time. So you're buying it for 5, 10, 15, 20, or 30 years. You could add riders to do some automatic renewals to it, but of course it's going to be rated based on your age at the time. So it's going to go up at the end of those terms where you want to try to renew. But you get a lot of bang for your buck off that. If you're really worried about life protection for your family and you're probably in your 30s or 40s or higher, a term policy is not necessarily a bad way to go. I'll be honest. That's what I have a hybrid policy, which is a whole life policy with a term rider for my personal self, and same for my wife. In fact, my life insurance policies, all the bills came in the mail, and yikes. But anyway, the other one is IUL. It's basically like an indexed. It's going to be an opportunity for you to have some cash accumulation, and it's really a more flexible way. It's kind of a mesh a pairing of sorts of life and whole health. I recommend a full dialogue on that. That can make a lot of sense for many people. But it's really about having protection for when you need it or when you want it. You know, there's multiple reasons why you may want it. You may have young children and you want to ensure that if something unexpected happens to you, to earlier in life than when you want to go, that you have some kind of a financial mechanism to keep them protected so they can still live in the house and go to college if they so desire.
Well, let me just hop right in here on that one example. Okay, so you have kids. That obviously takes two people.
Yeah.
Now, can a life insurance policy be for a couple, or is it for the individual?
It's for the individual, but there are opportunities to do different policies. But many companies will offer opportunity to have like a multi-policy discount. But yes, there are ways that you can maybe work to mesh that. There's also ways that you can buy a life insurance policy and add your children to it through a rider. So there's a lot. It's about having that discussion, understanding your needs, so that we can kind of craft the life insurance policy that makes the most sense for you.
Well, as we were getting ready to turn the microphones on, you said, well, it's one of those things that is usually the first to go.
It is.
Because you referenced, automobile insurance, homeowners insurance, business owner insurance, because you have to, right? Well, if you got a $60,000 vehicle, it's not because you have to.
No, you chose. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
But it is usually, when it comes to cutting expenses, it is usually one of the first to go.
It's a fairly easy one to cut in most people's minds. But the thing of it is you're really putting yourself at risk, putting your family at risk. Life insurance policy, like I said, is going to protect your family if you pass unexpectedly when they're young. You can also create instant estates for family if you have a life insurance policy and you pass, and your beneficiaries get an X dollar amount. That's an instant estate, non-taxable. I mean, it's not a bad opportunity. Death expenses, kind of a huge one right there. A lot of the companies out there, if you are, I hate to put it this way, but if you are in your last days and expenses of life have just crept up, there is an opportunity where you can get money out of your life insurance policy before you perish, and that your death benefit would just be minus whatever you took before you passed. It's endless, right? I mean, there are companies out there that if you have a key employee, they can get key employee life insurance so that they can cover their business loss expense if their employee passes away. I mean, it's unlimited options, and it's really about just understanding what's available to you. You look at all even now with interest rates going up, savings accounts really are very, what kind of interest are you earning on a savings account? Where if you have a whole life or an index life, you're probably going to see more of a return, more of a cash accumulation over time, more opportunity for you, maybe a better use of your money for preparing for ultimately the worst, but you want to make sure you're protecting the people you love.
I think one of the things you touched on there was the most important thing, and you actually breezed right over it, okay? It is for those that are left behind when you perish. In the other forms of insurance that you offer through Barron Insurance Agency, if you have a car accident, you're going to benefit from it.
Right. It's protecting you immediately.
You have an incident at home, you're going to get something from it. But the mindset to have is that this is for the ones that you love to go forward.
When I got my when I did my last life insurance policy, the one that I have now that's got a larger death benefit, I did so because my wife and I own a business, we own a home, we have a child. So these were all things that, can keep you up at night. Go, hi, I'm healthy and I'm here today, but tomorrow's not a guarantee. How can I feel better about knowing that no matter what happens in the future, that they'll be protected? And I'll tell you, when I put my head on the pillow the night that I had my approval and had my life insurance policy, it was significant. It really helps you sleep better and realize that while nothing is a guarantee, protecting your family is in place.
It is the most important thing. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
To prepare those following us.
Exactly.
All right. Barrett Insurance Agency, Portland Street in St. Jay.
Simple. Give us a call if you want to contact us about questions. 748-5224. You can find us on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury. Online, thebarrettagency.com. Google, Facebook, and YouTube. Just look for Barrett Insurance Agency.
And tune in Tuesday mornings at 8:35.
Yes.
Right here on Magic.
And a big happy birthday again to Wes.
Yes. I might even stop down and see him.
No, it's his birthday, but let him have a good day.
Oh, thanks. All right, we go back to the music on a beautiful Tuesday with Halsey.